there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New England Patriots. Now Hill, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down. Halfback sent in motion. Brady to throw on second down. Goes underneath here to White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Last year, New Orleans dead last, number 32 in passing defense. Something that was exploited game after game. You know, though, those guys are tired of hearing about it. Now they just want to fix it.
And you fix it with players playing better. We know that. But also you fix it with scheme. You look at what you have and say, can we play the style that we played in 2016? And you and I both know the New Orleans defensive staff, they like to be aggressive. They like to get after the quarterback, put their guys a lot of man coverage. Maybe we'll play a little more zone in 2017, take some of the pressure off of the back end of the defense.
On second down, Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 10 more there and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion, Gronkowski. Now Brady throwing on second down. taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him for a loss of 4. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. They'll run it here. This is James White. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Easy.
On second down, here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The one thing you can never accuse Ted Ginn of is not doing his homework. He said that Drew Brees playing with him, that's the type of quarterback that can extend your career. Smart move on his part.
That's why he signed with New Orleans, and he's had a good career as it is. A lot of the good years with Carolina, but 11 seasons for Ted Ginn.
And still an amazing deep ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down now, Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady now on first down. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The motion man here, Flainer. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Powers through him. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on second down. Brady, his throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And the back goes into motion. To throw on third down. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Archer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st down, Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Nice by 4, nice by 4. Ready. By 5. Oh, yeah. Left. Here we go again. He's crashed. Check the crash. Kill. Check 3. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Danny Shelton. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze now. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Pass, and now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
If they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
But you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Hill fights through, and now a crease. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady now on first down, fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on second down. Brady, they set up the screen to Hill. And he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball. Here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On 2nd down, Hill. Room past the 20, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's White, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
This is Archer. And now running right through it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Running with Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Breeze to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Ready. 5-8. Easy. Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go. Hey, just move it. 21. Right back.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now here live in New Orleans. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and forever.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And one more time. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brady to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and goal from the 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Britt goes in motion right. To throw on second down. Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A first NFL pick by the rookie Marshawn Lattimore. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And now a 1st down following that long gain. He's back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Back to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic
get scored to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
And he puts it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. To throw is Brady. Underneath here to Hill. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski with 7 seconds remaining. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now Brady. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.